You've got questions. We've got answers. Welcome to Ask the Experts on 570 News. Advice and tips from the people who really know.
So there's somebody listening right now, Doug, that is saying, you know what? I'm just overwhelmed. I've got credit card debt coming out the yin-yang. Where do I start?
I think what you do is you start by dealing with it yourself. So if you can cut your expenses, if you can get a second job, work some overtime, work your way out of it, that would be great. So I gave the example off the top of the show of the person who's spending half their income on their car. Well, is there any way you can get along without the car? Can you take the bus to work? Can you carpool? What can you do? Look at things that you can change to reduce your expenses and claw your way out of debt that way. Now, if it's pretty easy for me to say, oh, well, you just got to start working overtime. Well, there is no overtime at the plant. They've cut us back to 30 hours a week. I can't do that. And my rent is fixed, my car payment, I can't change those things. Well, okay, then you gotta look at some more advanced solutions. And the top three would be to talk to a credit counselor. So in town here in Kitchener and in Cambridge, Mosaic Family Counseling is a not-for-profit agency that will sit down with you, help you with budgeting, and they can actually work out arrangements with your creditors. If those two things don't work, then at Hoy's Michalos, we do consumer proposals and bankruptcies. And a consumer proposal is a deal that we work out with all the people you owe money to. So if you're sitting there with $50,000 worth of credit card debts that you've got no hope in paying, then we can work out a plan where maybe you end up paying back 10, 15, 20, 30,000 of that over a 3 to 5 year period.
Right.
It's an affordable payment for you, takes care of the credit cards, and off you go. Now, obviously, that's going to have an impact on your credit report. That's not as good as paying it in full. But if the alternative is I'm not going to be able to pay it, my wages are going to be garnished, you're probably better to take action and do something to settle those debts.